So, what if you were asked to dress a divine being? I mean, where would you even start? Today, we're diving into this amazing 17th century text where the author gets that exact instruction. But you're about to see this has nothing to do with fashion. It's all about decoding a really powerful spiritual vision. The whole thing kicks off with this very specific and honestly kind of strange instruction. You might expect royal robes or, I don't know, a suit of armor, but nope, the command is to use the clothes of a baby. It's such a powerful and unexpected place to start, and it really makes you ask, what on earth could that mean? And that's the real question, right? This isn't about literal fabric. It's a huge spiritual metaphor. The author is basically being asked to put words to understand, and to praise these divine virtues by dressing them up in symbolic garments. So where does the vision start? Well, it begins with the most fundamental virtue of all, the one that everything else grows from. We're starting with the first garment, and it represents pure, untainted innocence. And check this out. This is the actual source text itself. You can see the original language describing the command to clothe thee with the garments of an infant on the day of thy purification. It's like we're getting a direct window right into the visionary's mind. So cool. Okay, so why an infant's clothes? It really boils down to this comparison. It's all about choosing purity over worldliness, innocence over the jadedness of experience, and simplicity over all the messy complexities that come with adult life. It's a very deliberate choice to focus on a state of being that's completely pure and new. And this idea of purity, in the vision, it shows up as a white robe. It's the first layer, and it's a direct, almost universal symbol for the innocence of what the author calls the holy humanity. All right, so from here, things get even more interesting. After setting that foundation of innocence with the white robe, the vision starts to expand. It layers on more complex virtues, and each one gets its own specific, meaningful color. It really unfolds in these three clear stages. We've got the white for innocence. Next up, we get green for humility. And finally, purple for charity and love. It's like a progressive revelation, just one spiritual layer of meaning after another. So, the second garment revealed is a green tunic. Now, today, we might think of green as the color of nature, or maybe even envy, right? But in this vision, its symbolism is tied to a completely different virtue, humility. And the text gives us this absolutely brilliant connection. It explains that green signifies something that is ever flourishing. You know, like a healthy plant that just keeps growing. This constant life, this vitality, the author says is found in the valley of humility. It's this beautiful idea that true spiritual strength doesn't wither away. It actually grows strongest in the low places. And then we get to the final garment, and its color, purple. For centuries, this color has been all about royalty, power, and passion. And here, it's used to represent the highest, most powerful virtue of them all, love, or as the text calls it, charity. You know, the vision doesn't just call it a cloak, it calls it a royal mantle. This is a huge deal. It's elevating charity to this kingly status, making it absolutely clear that this kind of powerful love is the ultimate requirement, the one virtue without which none can enter into the kingdom of heaven. So, right when the author's wrapping their head around this whole sequence of symbolic clothing, the vision shifts. It suddenly presents a single figure who perfectly embodies all of these virtues all at once. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. We've got these three core ideas, and each one is symbolized by a garment. The white robe of pure innocence, the green tunic of flourishing humility, and that purple mantle of powerful, regal love. And then the vision presents the Virgin Mary. And get this, she is clothed in the exact same way. She's described as the perfect synthesis of all these ideals, a rose without thorns, a lily without spot. She isn't just wearing the virtues, she is literally adorned with them, a living, breathing embodiment of innocence, humility, and charity all combined. So after walking through this incredible, layered vision, you gotta ask, why does any of this matter? I mean, why communicate these really deep theological ideas through a simple metaphor like getting dressed? Well, it's pretty simple, really. Symbolism is like a bridge. It takes these huge abstract concepts, divinity, grace, charity, and it connects them to something physical that we can all understand, color and clothing. It makes the intangible tangible. It lets our minds actually hold on to ideas that are otherwise just too big to grasp. Looking back, you can see the whole journey so clearly. It follows this perfect narrative logic. It starts with a really strange instruction, unfolds through a sequence of color-coded revelations, and then it all culminates in this one single powerful image that ties everything together. It's just a masterclass in symbolic storytelling. And that really leaves us with something to think about, right? This whole technique of using color to communicate complex ideas isn't just some relic of the past. I mean, think about it. Red means stop or danger. Green means go. We talk about feeling blue. We use these symbolic shortcuts every single day. So what other abstract ideas are we clothing in color just to make sense of our world?